Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's open our class today with Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Can somebody recite the Fatihah for me? Loudly.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Thank you very much, Anas, for the recitation. So how's everybody today? This afternoon? Good?
Quite good.
Anybody not feeling good? Anybody sleepy? Nobody sleepy?
No, madam.
No, madam.
No, madam.
I'm sleepy. so it's funny that none of you are sleepy. So I had a nap just now, and because I don't know why I'm very tired today, and then I asked Allah before I sleep, Ya Allah, because I didn't normally I will put a alarm clock to my handphone, but I didn't expect I will sleep, but before I was like what do you call it, laying down, I asked Allah, help me, please help me somehow. Then 10 minutes before 2, I woke up. You know, I really believe in the power of dua. If you ask Allah sincerely, Allah will help you. If you want to wake up for tahajjud, for example, if you ask Allah sincerely, Ya Allah, I'm very weak, I cannot control myself, I like to sleep, for example. If you ask Allah, Allah will help you. Allah will wake you up somehow. Okay. Right. So Alhamdulillah, everybody good. So we all have 18 out of how many are we supposed to have in this class? I lost my attendance. You know how many? 30. You don't remember? I can't find my attendance. Never mind. Can you please write down, okay, for the attendance instead of me calling one by one, I want you to write on the chat your full name and your metric number. Okay, that will be the attendance. So I'll be checking from that. There are a few who contacted me that they cannot attend. It's fine. We'll share the video. Okay, so please write down your full name and metric number. Okay, while you're doing that, okay, today I'm dedicating today to discuss about your project. Have you managed to discuss with your friends regarding the project for our course, or any question? Have you looked at the proposal template and the portfolio template? Who have looked at the portfolio template? Make like this in the reaction. At the bottom of the Zoom, you can do reaction, right? Anybody who have looked at the template portfolio? Okay, only one person. Thank you, Faris. Who has looked at the template for the proposal? That's one for portfolio, for proposal. Also in the Google folder. Make like this. Also 2%. Okay. Who has opened the Google folder? Make a reaction like this. Okay. Majority you have opened, but you didn't read the template. So what? So why do you open the Google folder? Huh? Akmal?
What are you, madam?
Sorry?
To watch the video.
To watch the video. to watch the video, but there's no video yet for next week. So there's only one link for next week. Okay, it's up to you. You don't want to, because today is I already told in the WhatsApp group we are supposed to discuss about the project today. So have you managed? Okay, next question. Have you managed to discuss with your friends on possible topics for your project? Make thumbs up if you have.
Madam, there is one student to want to enter the class.
Sorry, I already admit
Accept.
him. I already admit him. So tak ada dah kat waiting room. Who have again? Who has discussed your friends regarding the project? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5? Okay. The rest of you, why not yet? Answer me. The rest who haven't discussed, tell me why you haven't discussed. Abdul Hazim, why not yet? Unmute and answer me.
Yes, madam. We're still discussing on the WhatsApp group, and also because there's some points we need to discuss first before we come to consult to make a final decision.
Again?
There are some points first we need to discuss properly before we come to consult.
So you have discussed?
Yes, just a slight discussion, not a deep discussion.
Okay. Nur Amirul Amin, are you there? Where's your video?
I using PC, doesn't have camera.
Your handphone, you're using handphone?
No,
Laptop?
PC.
Oh, PC doesn't have camera. Okay, so have you have your discussion?
Yes, not that much.
What's the conclusion?
We change our project.
Okay. All right. So, okay, any question? Do you have any question? If you don't have much discussion, I don't think you have question. Tak ada. All right, it's up to you. You better do it fast, because the sooner you do, the sooner you do the discussion, the faster you can do the project. By the way, okay. Okay, all right. So no question. Okay, to start off the class, can somebody give me, share with me the reflection of your reflection on this COVID-19 pandemic? One person. Volunteer to, anybody with the mobile data, using mobile data now? Can you do like this reaction? Mobile data. Anas,
Yes.
Al-Zahra and Emir. So are you okay? If you want to leave anytime, you can. So if you don't have enough mobile data, you want to leave, it's fine. You can find in the recording. Okay, because there are lecturers who are doing classes in Telegram. I don't know, I cannot do that. So I don't know how you're doing it. So I will do like this. So if you cannot join, there's no obligation because you don't have enough data for the internet. You can just make sure you do all the assessment. That's all. So one person to share reflection on this COVID-19 pandemic. You know, if it's a class in the US or UK, they will what do you call it? They will berebut-rebut. What's berebut-rebut? They will fight to speak one after the other. But in Malay Muslim class, nobody wants to speak. Huh? Or Muslim class.
Hello, madam.
Yes, hello.
Ah,
You hello saya.
ma-
Bila salam, Assalamualaikum madam.
yeah, sorry, madam. Okay. Assalamualaikum, madam.
Yes, Fitri.
For the reflection of the COVID-19, I see is the test from the Allah, okay, to people around the world, okay,
Huh?
not only in the certain place, but the test or the ujian, I mean ujian from Allah.
The trial.
Trial to become how to become ourselves, how we can how we react about the test, okay, is it can be we relax or we panic about the pandemic, okay, and then how we solve our problems to survive in this phase.
What kind of problem?
Like duit belanja, okay, money, and
You cannot
then
work.
and during the first phase of the PKP MCO, how it's difficult to find the food, and then it's difficult to go outside. So that kind of problem.
So can you summarize in one sentence?
One sentence.
Wait. Let me ask someone else to summarize. That'd be even more fun. Okay. Wan Nazmi, can you summarize Fitri's reflection in one sentence?
He said like the new tests that the people have to face, so we have to be patient and work together to find new solution to it. Like the first phase, they figuring out how to handle the problem. So slowly they figuring out.
Only one sentence.
They have to figure out together to solve a problem.
Is that right, Fitri?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. So it's a time that we should reflect and try together solve our problems. All right. So since you have no question and today is dedicated for project, and we're going to start the proper syllabus next week on environment. So there's one video already. If you look at the Google Doc on the folder, make sure you already watch before the next class. And the lecturer will also, Dr. Naraini is a lecturer, so she will put more links after that. So when you go to the class, I'm expecting you to already watch and we can just discuss about what you think about the topic. Okay, so I just want to show you a video and I want you to watch the video and tell me what you think about the video, okay? Let me. Okay. Oh no, wait a second.
understand y'all upset. Like, if I'm not over here, what are y'all doing? Y'all doing nothing.
So I have to find the. Why is the video not there? Okay. Madam, accept me. Wait a second, I will accept you. Okay. Okay. Watch this and let me know if you cannot hear.
We don't want us to be looked at as rioters or looters. We're protesting passionately. We're passionate people. No justice! No justice! If you don't speak up, then everything's just going to be silent. There's going to be no justice.
Exactly.
So there has to be justice for all the people that die with this police brutality.
I'm just tired of hearing about Black people dying. I'm tired of being afraid just by being stopped by the cops.
What I think needs to be recognized is that this country has a history of enslaving, feeding, brutalizing, and killing Black people for centuries in this country. So instead of really chastising us and questioning the nature of our protests and the way that we respond to action, I think it's important to recognize who has set the tone and force our hand to respond in the way that we have in the same ways that you have with our people for centuries.
I want us to treat Black lives as our own on a daily basis. In the classroom, out of the classroom. I want it in the streets. I want it when somebody is pulled over.
We know that COVID-19 is still happening and that like this really increases the risk that that something might go down. But to see everyone here in support of like my people and the injustices that we face throughout the country every single day of our lives is really moving.
I think our message was clear at first and then it ended up being clouded. But at the end, our message is still the same. Black Lives Matter.
Okay. Did you manage to watch? Is it clear?
I understand y'all upset.
Wait a second.
Like it was already said.
Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Say something. Why are you so quiet?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you. It helps to waken me up. You know, I'm sleepy. So if you don't say something, might as well let's cancel the class. Okay, so what do you think about the video? I want your thoughts. I want how many of us here? 19. I want 5. Only 5. Okay, who wants to start first?
Yeah, I can say something, madam.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, where's your video, Hisham?
There's no video here.
Where's no video?
I have to fix the camera in my laptop.
Oh, you haven't fixed. Okay. All right, go on.
Actually, I have different view about what's going on there with the Black lives.
Okay.
I see that they are not in this situation because what they think they are. I think it's something related to their education, and as we see, everything are lost there. The shops are the shops are stolen, and there's no justice for them. And they are in this situation because they didn't help themselves. It's not about George who was killed last week. It's about their education. I think they need to improve themselves to educate their child, not to put themselves in that zone that they are being racist for 10 years.
You are blaming the Black people.
I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming the education system they have.
Okay, so you're blaming the education system.
Because what we see, even they didn't defend on their case. Once the protests started in US, they started to loot the shops. They started to steal the shops. They didn't take the advantage of the passion that everyone is supporting them. They didn't use this advantage.
Mm.
So I think I blame them only in this part.
Mm.
They are not well educated.
Okay. So you think they are not educated in the way they responded to the situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Hisham, for your thoughts. Who else wants to say something?
No, I would like to say something, madam.
Yes, Faisal.
Let's say in America, the racism has been there since when they discovered the New World, which was like how many hundreds years ago? I can't remember the exact date, but racism was there since the beginning of time for America, let's say.
Mm.
And people have been trying to fight this, but like let's say that white people themselves, they can't accept the fact, or let's say most of them, or at least like a huge number of them can't accept the fact that black people would be working the same jobs that they work, like they don't give up their work for the black people. Let's say also they don't consider them for marriage, let's say, as a first option. They like put it aside first, then decide
Yes.
for marriage. Let's say they don't bring them, the most white people don't bring black people into their level. Let's say like they say they want justice for them,
Mm.
but they don't bring black people to their level,
So what's
which
your
causes racism. Sorry.
so what's your reflection on this?
Well, it's great that black people, or let's say that people have started to make a huge voice for the government to end racism, let's say. But it still needs a lot of like it wouldn't happen like that, which I don't believe, because it's within a lot of people.
Okay.
And to comment on the brother who just said about like the people who's stealing, who's taking advantage of this situation. I mean, thieves are always there. The opportunities of being of stealing, opportunities of riot is always there. That you cannot avoid for any.
So it's okay to steal and loot, huh?
It's not okay, but it doesn't mean that they're not helping themselves. They don't want justice. That's just a small number who appeared because of their action. Like these actions will be really on media. Like it will get popular in media.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Faisal, for your thoughts. Yes, you are right. So they, it's only a small numbers, and you know that Allah, we only have 10 minutes left before we need to go out. So yes. So they, can you summarize in one sentence? I lost one sentence of Faisal. Faisal?
People need to accept all races, and it's not easy.
Okay. It's not easy. All right. Yes, I agree with you. It's not easy. Okay, good. Who else? Give your reflection on this. I want you to think why I'm giving this scenario, because it's a global scenario, and I want to see how deep you can think on this. Who wants to say? Faris? Yes.
Can I say something? Yeah. I've been following a lot about especially US politics the last few years since Trump became president. So I think it's sort of like how the LA riot happened in the 90s, but that was in a smaller scale because it happens in Los Angeles. But that was also because of police brutality, because of one person who was killed, if I'm not mistaken. But then the police who were brutalizing them or who abused them weren't really getting the treatment, and then the riot occurs in LA. But then for me that's a small scale, because I think it's not raising the same awareness as the George Floyd incidents because of the internet. And now it's just that because of that incident happens, a lot of rage in the US society that because they see now that Trump is gonna be he's going into re-election, and then he's actually have a chance of going into his second term, and then people are actually outraged. But then this incident ignite the spark for them to be more vocal about it and start doing protests despite of the pandemic and social distancing and whatnot. And then the response from the police and response from the state government or the federal government are also, I think, is very, very it's overreacting. I think both sides are overreacting. So they're like,
What's the reflection to you on yourself?
Reflection for me is that it doesn't matter. I mean, these things happen, and then action speaks louder than word. Then a lot of organizations and whatnot have been having backlash because of whatever they're posting on social media, such as Blackout Tuesday and whatnot. So and then they just keep saying these things, and then people keep bashing them about
What is the reflection on yourself?
Reflection on myself is that it's better for. I mean, it's not really. I don't really have a final stance on it or whatnot. I mean, like for me, it's just these things. The issues are there, but then you need to be self-aware and not just virtue signaling and doing something that doesn't really matter, but then actually doing something that matters about it. Do you mean? Even
one sentence only. One sentence, Faris. One sentence. And summarize your reflection in one sentence.
I think people need to be. I mean, I personally and all of us should be able to, let me just construct a sentence in my head. To think about what we do and how it actually affects how it actually affects the change that we actually want, and not just putting up a pass or a mask, for the other people to see who you are.
Okay, let's ask Khalil, if Khalil understand what Faris was saying. You understand the conclusion? Ahmad Khalil.
Madam, I want to share one verse from Allah mentioned in Al-Quran in Surah Al-Hujurat. Allah mentioned that Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhan nasu inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa wa ja'alnakum syu'uban wa qabaila lita'arafu inna akramakum 'indallahi atqakum innallaha 'alimun khabir. Innallaha 'alimun khabir. Allah said that, O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. So I think that the people should not be racist, and we should live in peace and accept whatever the people is.
Huh? Whatever what?
Whatever the color, we don't need to
judge people on their
judge people based on their appearance, based on their skin, whatever.
Okay, thank you. But you are not answering my question to say whether you understand or not what Faris was saying. Because Faris already elaborated his ideas. So I wonder, do you understand?
Not really, but not really.
Okay, thank you, Khalil. So yeah, one thing is good. It's good that you are throwing your ideas. Part of engineering ethics and being an engineer is to be able to think and to articulate on ideas. You should be able to think, articulate the ideas, and convey your ideas so that other people can understand. Right? So when you work as an engineer, people need to understand what you say. You say, oh, this building is collapsing. But if keep on saying nobody understand, then no point, right? They won't do necessary action. So that's why sometimes I ask you to summarize in one sentence, so that you need to compose everything and then put in a nice sentence, easy enough for people to understand. It's difficult, I know, but it's a good practice. So that because we engineers, we don't talk a lot, we just talk the necessary words. Like the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he don't say much, but whatever he says bring a lot of meaning, right? So we want to train ourselves that. So again, Faris, in one sentence, because I also cannot grasp your idea. Just one sentence, very clear. It's okay, you think first, I will call the other person, think of one sentence. You can write down if you need it. I want a sister. How many sisters we have here? Only 3. We are supposed to have 4, right? 4 or 5. How many sisters in our class? Asma?
6.
How many sisters in our class? Huh?
There are 6 sisters.
6? So I know one not coming. Where's the other one? Okay, Asma, what do you think about this video?
I think that people should start accepting the differences, because it's not only about racist, but what I see is that most people don't accept others' differences. That's why, like, we have been having all these problems. I mean, it's not just about the skin color, it's about so many things.
Okay. So you're saying they are not what?
They're not accepting the differences.
Maybe they accept. That's why they do what they do. It depends what you mean by accept, right? So, but we're going to cut off. So let's have a 10 minutes break and come back. I'll give you the link again. But I want you to think. Everybody think what you think and what's your reflection on that. I want the reflection, not bashing the US. You know, in the Quran there are many stories about the Bani Israel, but why Allah tells the story is for us to reflect on ourselves. What should we do instead of like bashing the Bani Israel? So I want you to think about that, and then I will come back in 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, we have a break. Okay, Assalamualaikum.